Today I want to talk with you about our upcoming book, 7 Ways to Become the Parent You Want to Be. Visit us on our website at capableparentcoach.com if you haven't been there yet. Most likely you have if you're watching this video. The 7 ways to become the parent that you want to be are: number 1, making the decision and making the choices. Number 2, being a better parent by being better. Number 3, allowing ourselves to learn. Number 4, allowing our kids to learn. And number 5, following the universal ways and tossing the rest. Number 6, never saying never. And number 7, enjoying the journey. The first way that we become the parent that we want to be is by making the decision and making the choices. And this is to change the life that we have and the perception of the life that we have now. Because the life we are leading today is the default of the choices that we made yesterday. And today, if we're not making choices, then we are just living by the default. The second way to become the parent you want to be is by being a better parent by being better. First, we have to realize that there is a better. There's a better way, there's a better life, there's a bigger way and a bigger life. Sometimes we get wrapped up in the emotions and the problems of the moment, and we can't see past those because we're so emotionally attached to being right about a particular thing, dealing with our children. We have to realize also how to ask the right questions. These questions are not questions we ask about why our kids act the way they do when they come to us. These questions are really about ourselves. And there are plenty of questions in our book, The 7 Ways to Become the Parent You Want to Be. The next step is allowing ourselves to learn. We have to accept reality, but we can also change reality. And we have to realize that we can't hold grudges. We're accepting the reality of who we are, all of our limitations, all of our faults, all of our past, and so on and so forth. It is there. That is something that happened to us. Yay, that's what it is. But every single thing can change. There's lots of research into brain plasticity and neural programming and rewiring of our own brains, basically, to change the perception we have of life. And when we change our perception of life, we change the life itself, because we begin to see things from a different perspective. We begin to see things as being good, perhaps, rather than bad. And this is very helpful when we talk about our kids. And we can't hold a grudge. We can't look at ourselves and blame ourselves for something. We have to stop this negative self-blaming and or self-pity around parenting. We are parents now. There has to be a level of responsibility and a line that's drawn where we don't accept certain things in our lives anymore. We also do the same for our children. We allow our kids to learn. This includes them accepting reality, them changing reality, and them not holding grudges. We help most in allowing our kids to learn by showing them that we're doing it first. We take the step that we previously looked at by allowing ourselves to learn, and we do this openly and around our kids, and we talk about it openly. We talk about the mistakes we are making and how we are changing those things, and we don't tell those things to those children. We tell them to another adult in the household, or we talk to someone on the phone, or we pick up the phone and pretend to talk to someone else while our kids are close enough to hear. Kids love to eavesdrop on parents' and adults' conversations and pick up things that they can share later with other children. Why not have that be something we use to our advantage? And they will learn about accepting reality, all of their faults, shortcomings, lack of talent, whatever it is, and understand that with work and time, they can change that reality. We also have to forgive ourselves so that our kids will be able to forgive themselves and not hold grudges against themselves or other people later on in life. The next way that we make a huge change in our parenting is to follow the universal ways and toss the rest. This means that we realize that there are ways that life works best. You can call them what you want, and I'm not talking necessarily about religion, and I'm not talking necessarily about philosophy. And I'm definitely not talking about theories. These are things that people have done for millennia after millennia, and they have worked well, and they have caused those people that take these steps to have better lives and better relationships with other people. We also realize that we don't need to play with the rest. The things that don't work, the things that suck life from us, the things that are distractions, that are simply wasting the moments that we have been given, those things have to go. They're not necessary. The more that we focus on building the life that we have, the more we focus on getting the most out of every moment, the less we will be able to allow distractions and distractors to be in our day-to-day life. And this is something that's valuable for our children too. As they grow up, they will adopt some of the same behaviors that you have as a parent. I see that in my own children. We are their example, and whether they like it or not, in a number of ways, they'll grow up to be just like us. The next step is never saying never. And in a way of humoring myself, I have a never down here. Communicating in a practical way, not setting boundaries that are unenforceable, not making rules that are ridiculous, not making statements that you never plan to carry through on, saving words, and never having to eat words. Well, never saying never means maybe that's true. Hopefully that's true. Never having to eat your words means that we are able to speak words in a considerate, kind fashion, that we are slow to speak. We are able to make statements that are meaningful rather than just saying a bunch of words or making a bunch of threats that can't be carried out or are meaningless. We communicate in a practical and clear way, and therefore, hopefully, never say never. We don't have to eat our own words. And finally, there's enjoying the journey. Life is for living. It's not for worrying about dying or worrying about this or that that's bad, and so on and so forth. Do bad things happen to us? Yes, they do. That's part of life. But we can live in the here and now, and we can find the good in almost any situation. Being able to focus on this is a key to recovery in a lot of mental health issues, and it's a key to recovering your place as a capable parent. Finding the fun. There are a lot of things that we can look at, especially when we have the opportunity to be around children, that are fun. Laughing, tickling, carrying on, enjoying each other's company, enjoying some of the same things that our children think are fun. They have, to a degree, part of our personality in them. So some of the things that they think are fun, we probably think are fun too. Allowing everyone else to do the same. Not putting limits on our children saying, you have to like this because I like it. Not putting limits on their fun because you think it's dangerous. Perhaps it is to you because you're older than them and you concern yourself about breaking bones and cracking skulls. But sometimes we have to allow children to learn on their own. There's value in allowing them to skin their knees or break a fingernail every once in a while. And the last one is always forgiving. The word always is capitalized. We always want to exercise forgiveness. There is no reason to hold a grudge. There is no reason to hold bitterness. All bitterness and holding a grudge does is destroy ourselves on the inside. It causes our spirit to be asleep. It causes the very breath of life within us to be almost sucked out of us by our own choosing. Believe me, I've been through this and I know. The person that I won't forgive probably doesn't care one bit about whether I forgive them or not. They may not even know that I'm holding a grudge unless I tell them. And then they may think that I'm the one that's wrong and they have to forgive me. So, always forgiving ourselves and our children is very key to becoming the parent that we want to be. We can do this. It's not complicated, but it does take some effort. Every single day, all day long to become the parent that we want to be. Thanks for checking out our video. You can pre-order the book on our website, capableparentcoach.com. It's mostly finished, and as soon as it is complete, we will ship the copies that people have ordered a hard copy of, and we will make available for download the electronic copy of the ebook version of 7 Ways to Become the Parent You Want to Be. Thanks for watching.